Okay. So our first step is use a pre-writing technique to come up with ideas for your paragraph. So you want to explain each of yours in detail. So this is the way of coming up with ideas. So this is a good way to generate a lot of ideas and to help yourself get over the problem of staring at an empty page and not having any ideas. You can use listing, where you list all the steps, or clustering, where you organize all the steps in bubbles, to help you come up with several ideas. Once you have a good set of ideas, organize them and decide which ones you want to use in your paragraph. So this is explaining the first step. You want to use transition signals for each new step, and what we're going to be using in this one is we want to use the time order transition signals. So after that, this would be the second step. After that, begin to write your paragraph. Follow the ideas that you have generated in your pre-writing, and try not to worry too much about spelling, grammar, or mechanics, because you can fix those in the next step. Okay, so again, remember that these time order transition signals, you should use them for each step, have one in front of them. And then you want to end your paragraph with an appropriate concluding sentence. Your concluding sentence should do one of two things. It should either restate the topic sentence again, or it can be the last step in your instructions. However, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to summarize all your steps. You're going to have between 5 and 7 steps. I don't want this last sentence to be a list of all of those steps that you've already gone over. So here's some examples. So if you follow these 4 steps, you will create a beautiful paragraph. This is just a restatement of the topic sentence. Here, as a final step, submit your paragraph to your teacher for a grade. And this is an example of using the last step. Either one of these is okay. Alright, so here's an example of the paragraph then that I've created for this. So it's easy to write a paragraph if you follow the 4 steps in the writing process. First, use a pre-writing technique to come up with ideas for your paragraph. This is a good way to generate a lot of ideas and to help get over the problem of staring at an empty page and not having any ideas. You can use listing, where you list all of the steps, or clustering, where you organize all the steps in bubbles, to help you come up with several ideas. Once you have a good set of ideas, organize them and decide which ones you'll use in your paragraph. After that, begin to write your paragraph. Follow the ideas that you have generated in your pre-writing, and try not to worry too much about spelling, grammar, or mechanics, because you can fix those in the next step. Next, take time to revise and edit your paragraph. When you revise, take time to make sure all the ideas in your paragraph are related to the topic sentence, and remove any sentences that don't belong. If you come up with any better ideas, add those to the paragraph. When you edit, look for spelling, punctuation, and grammar mistakes. In addition, make sure that the format of your paragraph is correct, including having the correct number and type of sentences. Your final step is to publish your paragraph. Since it's not going to be in a book or magazine, publishing means that you submit it via SafeAssign and hand a printed copy to your teacher. If you follow these 4 steps, you will create a beautiful paragraph. Okay, so again, this one, a couple of things to point out about the paragraph. If you count the number of sentences, this one is 15 sentences, so your paragraphs need to be between 13 and 15 sentences. The other thing that you'll notice here is that I've included both compound and complex sentences. And what I'm looking for in your paragraph is both of those. I want to have at least 3 compound and 3 complex sentences. Make sure that when you're doing that you're using the commas correctly, the rules that we've talked about. So bring in, I think I said 3 copies of your typed paragraph to class on Thursday, and what we'll do is you'll in groups you'll have the chance to read each other's and look for mistakes and give each other feedback. If you have any questions, write those down and we can talk about them in class. All right, take care. Bye.